Hi, family. I am Dr. Mo, your favorite colon hydrotherapist. And this is a video that is all about motivation and why you should keep going. So I just got off the phone with one of my beautiful students who unfortunately is having a very difficult time just existing. And she is trying to find her footing. Everything around her is telling her what she's not or what she is, telling her her limits, the regular rigmarole. So she was like, Mo, have you ever had things said to this like you, to you? Said things like this to you and about you? And I said, oh yeah, and from people in my immediate circle. And she's like, shut up. No, you haven't. Tell me. I was like, girl, let me run this down. So here we go. I've had an ex-boyfriend tell me, why don't you just go get a real job? I have had my landlord, literally the landlord I was paying rent to at that time, tell me just to give it up. You're never going to win. When I told my family that I am cashing out my 401k and I'm pouring it into being self-employed as a colon therapist, my immediate family, mother and sister, were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And my mom is like, are you cashing your 401k to give out to that nigga? These are the things that were said to me. I've had so-called best friends say, yeah, this ain't looking good for you. I have had friends literally come into my physical business, record content, and then as they're walking out of my office say, you ain't really doing that, no way, and then walk straight back out. I've had that happen. I know it sounds crazy. I've had that happen. Here's some good ones with people that are physically on my table. I am giving them a colonic, right? And while I'm giving them their colonic, they say, ugh, I could never do this job. I'm not even going to tell you what I said after that. Oh, here's a good one. I remember when it was early on in my career, and I had gifted one of my mentors at that time one of the best colonics I thought at that time I could give her. And I mean, she, I think we did a program, now that I think about it. And I worked with her. I think I did a series of 3 colon therapy sessions with her, worked it out. Everything was good. She was coming. And at that time I was renting space from somebody in LA. And, we went through the program and everything was good. And so at that time I was working on Saturdays. And so I go in for my Saturday shift and my mentor walks in. So I stand up and I'm like, oh, I was like, we don't have an appointment today. She's like, oh, we don't. I'm here to see the professional. At that time, my heart just fell to the floor. I would never forget that. And she skipped past me and went back to see the professional. And mind you, this person has been mentoring me since, I want to say, let's just say all of my childhood, actually, that person had. You can imagine how my heart, I was messed up behind that for a long time. I was messed up behind that for a very, very, very long time. Oh, and to this day, she keeps coming to get a colonic from me. And I want to borderline be like petty and say, well, what happened to the professional? I have not done it yet. I might not do it because I haven't done it. And that happened years ago. Like, I've been in business for 20 plus years, and that happened like the first 5 years of my business. But it hurt my heart. It really, really did hurt my heart. Here's one for you. And then I'll get off of this soapbox. I had another mentor who was in the business. She got threatened. Now, at the time, I didn't know because I was young. I'm in my 20s. Like, I'm just grateful. My name is on a piece of paper that says I own a business. Like, at that point, I was so new. I was so fresh and so new. And I'm not knowing anything. And I was getting really, really good, really, really quickly. And my schedule was booking out very, very quick, right? And again, I'm young. I'm just out here doing my thing. Child, please. That woman called me into her office one Saturday, and I was renting space for her. She called me into her office. She sat me down. She was like, this is what's getting ready to happen. You no longer are an independent contractor. You are now my employee. Like, literally, she said this to me. And I'm sitting there like, I'm thinking I did something wrong. Now, mind you, I'm in my 20s. I'm thinking I did something wrong. And she's like, yeah, you're no longer an independent contractor. You no longer will be leasing from me. You are now my employee. And this is what you're getting ready to do. So she started running down like all this stuff that she wanted me to do for her and all this stuff. And so I'm sitting there confused, like, why would I let go of my independence? And I think I said, I just know myself very well. I think I said that. I was like, why would I release my independence to be your employee? And she was like, because you don't know what you're doing. This elder woman who I saw as my mentor is talking to me like this. And in that moment, I retracted my power. And actually, I think it was in that moment where I said to myself, I would never allow anyone else to feel like they have authority over me. I think that's when I said in the parking lot, because my heart was broken again, another black woman talking to me like this. And I didn't do anything outside of excel in my lane. I'm not crossing over in her lane. And so I'm telling my student this, right? And my student is like, Mo, you are lying. I'm like, I'm not lying. This is literally how I got to this point. And so we talked for a cool minute, my student and I, about why people say what they say, and when they say it, and in the tone that they say it in. The only reason they are saying that to you is because you are on the right track. If I wasn't on the right track, I would not be in this business 20 years later, healthy and training people, and then their businesses are healthy and I'm mentoring, not like how they mentored me. I can tell you a good amount of the women in my career that I thought I could, I'm kind of getting choked up about this, that I could trust. Wow. Women that I could trust, women that I can lean on, women that I trusted with guiding me when I felt like I couldn't see for myself. Every last one of those women intentionally tried to hurt me. Unfortunately, they did. I also shared this other aspect with my student because she did ask me. She said, well, did you have any male mentors? I said it never got to that point because those men, those elders, were, let me just say, completely inappropriate towards me immediately out the gate. And then felt threatened because I didn't surrender. I mean, the game out here in this spiritual world and mentorship world is wild. The men were like, do you know who I am? Like that type of ego situation. I was like, it doesn't matter who you are in my life. I think that is where you are finding issues, that you trump or overseed me. That's the issue here. Sir, sit down. And you about to be exposed. Oh, and then, look, I'm just letting it all out. And then the people that introduced me to these so-called male mentors, when I went back to tell them what happened, oh, they defended them real quick. I was like, oh, so you already know what they're doing and what their intention was with me. And you didn't protect me. That is so interesting. Thank you for the clarity. And I believe this is why I'm so adamant about the way in which I train people, the way in which I work with my clientele, the way in which I work with practitioners. Because I know what it takes to get here. Like, when I was working as a massage therapist, oh my God. Oh, the level of professionalism and ghetto, I would cut your stuff off, that I had to balance as a professional in that world was uncanny. Hence the reason why I have pretty much moved away from massage, because it triggers things for me. And I'm just like, yeah. And even to this day, I still have grown ass men. And mind you, I have a storefront that says colonics. Very, very, very small. It says massage on my door. I do offer massage, but it's not full body massage like how the world knows about it, right? I want to say weekly, minimum four men will come banging on my door, demanding a full body massage. And it's really crazy because they demand it. Well, it says on your door, you do it. I don't give a fuck if it says Santa Claus is on my door. We don't do that here. What the hell? Like, I have to get. It's so interesting. So my student was just like, okay, Mo, I'm going back into the trenches, and I got it. I was like, I know you got it. You just needed to hear from somebody who been in the game for a cool minute, and it don't make none. It can make you, but it really don't. Like, you just keep doing what you're doing. You're going to continue to get haters. You're going to continue to get people to throw you off your A game. This is going to happen. The beautiful thing about this experience is that you get to play with it if you want to play with it, or you can shut it down. You cannot deal with it. My position is this. All of it is a circus. So you might as well grab some popcorn, get you a root beer, sit where you can see everything, and enjoy these clowns moving back and forth across this doggone stage. And the ticket is free, so you didn't spend no money. You're not wasting time. You might as well have fun. So when I said that to her, she was like, thank you, Mo. And I was like, I know it gets hard. It gets very hard when you trust someone with the most intimate aspects of your existence, which is your career, your business, your lane, your existence. This is why you do what you do. And then for them to manipulate it for their benefit, and they look like you, and they're standing on femininity, sister circle. Hey, girlfriend, I'm your elder. Yeah. It pretty much sucks. But you can learn from it, and I have learned from it. I am a better mentor, elder, etc. for those that choose to see me that way. And I do my best to slow down when I have someone who is sitting in front of me and they really value my opinion. That's like gold. And I know what it feels like when somebody dismisses you and you're really genuinely just trying to connect. Yep. So my student got off the phone with a smile. I feel good because I was able to transmute all of that negative stuff for me and then share it with my student, which helped her transmute her shit. That's what it's about, y'all. That's what it's about. So I just want to share that experience really quickly, and I'm gonna go make me some tea. Stay magical, beautiful people. My name is Dr. Mo, and I'm your favorite colon hydrotherapist. And my website is Moya, MOYA, bodycare.com. Until then, stay magical.